perspective, like it's presenting you with things that are only the things that are outside of your control, and then you can ask for advice as well, like what would you recommend I do, what's the best way to handle this, because you can specify in your question what should I prepare for, and also how should I handle it. What am I doing right now? What do I need to change? Those are kinds of good, because there are bad questions to ask the tarot. There is a wrong way to ask the tarot deck a question. Sometimes that timeline changes the whole outcome or how you view it. Yep. Yeah, I have no explanation for how me and my partner met. I was totally out of our control. Weird. Yep. Like, how you meet people is typically 100% outside of your control. That's why the 7th house is considered one of the placements of fate. Like, all of your interactions with other people, that side of the chart, and the most middle point of that area is the descendant or the cusp of the 7th house. Your interactions with other people, while it involves something that's almost entirely outside your control, which is someone else's free will. That's why that's the side of the chart that's destiny or fate. Things outside of you, etc. So I hope that helps people understand, like, the energies of the houses from an angular perspective. And the other angle that influences this is, like, the IC, right, is the past, and then the MC is the future. The IC is like what you take, what you have with you, what you're always bringing with you, what you already know. The MC is always things you're meant to discover. Where you're from, where you're meant to go. Time or place. You know? Your ascension. Progress. Growth. Like, when I say fated, I lived across the world and met him in the middle of nowhere at 3 a.m. Damn. Me and my boyfriend met in one of my live streams. There's no reason our algorithms should have crossed each other. It don't make no sense. We did not live in the same location. I'm like all spiritual shit or political shit or social shit, and he's like just music, that's it, and SpongeBob memes. That's pretty much his whole algorithm. Why did I cross his algorithm? I love hearing how people meet. It's fascinating. Yeah, Brad was random. Yep. And you can find how you meet people in your chart, especially partners. If you look at the house placement of your Jupiter and your Venus, and I believe this sign has something to do with it, but especially the house placements of Jupiter and Venus tell you how you meet your romantic partners. Met my husband on Tinder. Nice. I met my ex-husband on Bumble. I think I manifested a witch girl. I hope so. Or is that good for you or bad for you? My astrology book breaks zodiac up into weeks. The week of the persuader. Interesting. Isn't that similar to the deacons? Where do I press pay for a mini reading? You're gonna send $15 to Xylobones20 on Cash App or Venmo, and include the time, date, and location of your birth. Us witch girls can be a real ass. It's true. I have done many a thing for my boyfriend in the witchy ways. Is there any astrology resources to avoid? Well, we wouldn't call those resources, you see. I would call those traps. Mostly just people who use it. If there's an astrologer, gotta think you're looking for the Venmo now. Sweet. Definitely one of my ones set some intentions under new Sag moon. Things are, there you go. There you go, look at you go. Very old book, about 30 years old. There's a lot of good oldies but goodies, you know? 7th house Virgo Libra. It's funny how you're a Libra and he and I, our Venus placements are both Virgo. Hi, Miso. Okay, yeah, no, I would avoid astrologers who kind of perpetually make you afraid of things. If they don't offer you like solutions or like good energy versus bad energy, like if they're always just like seems to be like a hyperbolic nature to the things they say, or if they're saying things in a way that's like gripping your emotions rather than like your philosophical mind or your logical mind. Like if it doesn't make you think, it's making you emotional, I would be weary of that person, because people will grip your emotions to get your emotions to get your attention. Now, just because someone grips your emotions doesn't mean they're always trying to get your attention. Like I purposefully put fake hooks and say silly things in my videos to get people's attention, but that's because this is a business and I have to get people's attention in stupid ways, unfortunately. Or fortunately, however you like to see it. She's a lunar witch. Okay. Oh, and that descended on Cancer. That makes sense. You attracting a lunar witch. Do Sagittarius and Libras make good companions? Generally, yes. It's very like, by the way, everybody, I have to get off here at like 7:30ish. So Tarot Tuesday ends around 7:30. And it's 6:30 right now, so we have about an hour left. If you can pin down a Sag. Yeah, the trick is you don't pin down a Sag, you dangle you have to be the carrot they're chasing. And if you stop moving, they're not interested in you anymore. Generally, Libras and Sagittarius get along, though. That doesn't necessarily mean that like a romantic relationship between a Libra and a Sag is gonna be good, right? So you gotta like, I always say it's better to just be present and analyze a relationship from a, is it working for me? Am I happy perspective? Rather than a, are we astrologically compatible? Like, if you're enjoying the majority of it, then would be a good time to ask the astrology, why am I enjoying it and why am I not enjoying it? Rather than, because many things in astrology, if you don't know how to parse them out, can be misleading. And it's about your, like the relationship, what relationships are really about is about your experience. You know, it requires both sides of the coin to work. Sag rising, they hold my attention. They better hold my attention. They must be interesting. Yes. Somebody said the book matches what they give. I'm super lucky with reading people, but I have no idea how to judge a book. See, I'm better at like judging a book than I am, well, no, I'd say about both now. Like, especially now that like I can assess whether or not two people are a good match just by looking at them and watching them interact, as well as their astrology explaining why I know that. I called Virgo Venus the matchmaker for a reason. So, yeah, Virgo Venuses make excellent matchmakers, actually. It might not be comfortable. You may not like what they have to say, but they're usually right, unfortunately. So someone just sent me some cash money, and it is time to do their reading. So yeah, it's like important to assess the chemistry. Like if there's no chemistry present, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? The astrology can say whatever the fuck it wants. Be damned if there's no chemistry there, right? But typically, if the chemistry is there, the astrology will also be there. So, chemistry first, astrology second. And it can kind of tell you the outcome of the relationship, or like, what's the likelihood that this is your person, or whether or not, or it's just like a karmic lesson. So. So